So we're watching the band who we're opening up for on Thursday.
For key change, hear that key change?
Ooh, they do key changes, so they're way above us musically as far as doing that kind of stuff.
Whoa. Dude, I love them.
Hey, Lawrence, quick question. What's your favorite color? Is it literally every shade of blue? Skin. Yeah, do the splits right now, you won't. I have this funny thing with Lawrence especially when we're on camera, if I say something, he normally does it with no hesitation.
Hey, welcome to episode 55, Shiggity Schwut 55. My IQ, 55, your friends ain't 55, Shiggity Schwut 50.
27, 37.
What you say?
Shiggity swole, 55. Shiggity swat, shiggity 5. Shiggity swole, 55. Shiggity swatty swole, 55. Girlfriend's age, 55. My IQ, 55. You must pay.
Well, this is great. Rain, rain, rain. I bet even the ducks wouldn't come out in weather like this. But me, I'm an idiot.
I went to Target and I picked up some of these guys. Right here. They're just mirrors, like $5 crappy over the door hanging mirrors. I'm gonna put them on this wall right here because I need to figure out how to not look dumb. And it's actually a lot harder to do than you might think because my brain is like trying to figure out the part, trying to make sure everything's good, trying to make sure my tone's where I need to be, the right preset, just planning for things in this set. So when I play live, I'm not thinking about how I'm moving. I just kind of move whatever feels natural. And unless you're really cool all the time, which I'm not, you don't always move in ways that make sense or that like are cool. So you watch like YouTube videos of like Keith Richards or like Eddie Van Halen or Stevie Ray Vaughan or other like epic guitar players, and you see him just, you know, ripping and doing moves, and maybe that's natural, maybe they never had to try to do that, but I'm just gonna look at myself while I practice for a little bit and see what I find. So this is super lame, this is super dumb and boring, but it should be worth the time. So I gotta first drill some holes in this wall. Actually, I can just use command strips. It'll be way easier.
I never thought
What do you think? Take this guy off. Oh yeah. I'm pumped. I'm ready to rehearse now. Let's go. Better watch out, ladies. I'm about to be rock and roll.
So today is just weird. I had this gig with a band I play with called Queen Hilma last night in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it's about 5 hours away from where I am in Minneapolis. Long story short, they got a hotel and I could have stayed with them, but then I would have had to leave at like 5 in the morning to get back for lessons today, and here I am. I'm a few minutes early to my first lesson, so we got done at 12:30 and I decided to drive back to Minneapolis like through the night so I could just already be at home, unpack, be good. And I felt amazing at 12:30, and when 1:30 came around, I just crashed, like, not my car, but physically my body was like, we're done. And I could not for the life of me stay awake, and I kept getting these like dozes while I was driving. It was super scary. So I pulled over, took a power nap. I'm like Googling like all this stuff I should do to like stay awake, blasting music. I'm like slapping myself and like just trying all these different things, and I ended up pulling over like 6 times to like, because it kept happening. And the 5-hour drive it was ended up being 8 hours, and the last like hour and a half of it, my mom, bless her heart, talked to me on the phone to help me stay awake. So long story short, got back around 8:30-ish or 9-ish, and then went to bed after I unpacked a little bit, and woke up at like 1:30, and then had to unpack a little more, and I'm just like wrecked, raging headache, and super tired. So man, I made a bad decision and it's my fault, but lesson learned.
But me, I'm an idiot.
I never thought
All right, so it is Monday at 2:38. I am driving to get Chipotle right now. What Taco Bell is to Goose, Chipotle is to me, if that makes any sense.
And I am at Taco Bell. I think I have a problem. Taco Bell, I love you!
So it's also snowing, like sleet snowing. So it can't get any worse than that. I'm kind of ticked. It's literally May and it's snowing out right now, so that's stupid as heck.
Alright, we got Fender Telecaster in a offset body. We got a Gretsch Electromatic with Bigsby. We got a Lakeland
4464.
We got a
Fender P.
and an American Standard Telly. All of these guitars.
Oh,
Look at all those guitars. All right, right now. We're getting all these guitars, plus some over here, because we have a couple gigs coming up in the next few weeks. And plus those is right there. And so we're going to be playing the instruments, and when you play an instrument you want to make sure that it plays good and you want to make sure it stays in tune.
it's not true for
Some people actually like their guitars out of tune a little bit because it just adds like the tension, anxious, like Jack White.
Jack White likes this, yeah.
He likes to play plastic guitars with bent necks that are out of tune, and he's like, yeah, it's almost like wrestling a bear to the ground. Like, he enjoys the struggle. But for us,
I don't.
we don't like wrestling bears. I like just playing into my instrument when it plays nice and friendly. You
Could I look dumber? Could I? I don't think I could.
We're bringing these instruments to Glory Guitars. That's Jim Detloff down in Bloomington, Minnesota. And we're gonna get all these frickers set up.
What?
Set up guitar
Set up.
and the bass, and then they play good for rock and roll.
Seth's getting his hair cut by that guy too.
Really?
He does that. He does engine installations for cars. He raises young ponies. He cuts hair, does guitars,
Yeah. He makes furniture.
and he does chest waxing. So that's a separate.
Yeah. I gotta keep my Batman chest nice and
It's gotta be defined, yeah.
Not even a
like
Dutchman
tight
can
edges.
like this. But me, I'm an idiot.
All right, just checking in. The conference is done. We're on our way back. What up? We're at DQ, and we sent Bent out as a sentinel to watch for the food, and he's just faithfully waiting for our food order to come through. So
It's been sitting there for 2 minutes. I just haven't begun it.
no. Oh, he got us. He got us. We thought he was ready. We're done.
ticked.
So
ticked off.
So yeah, that's what life's all about. DQ on the way back in Iowa. We're in Iowa, right?
Incredible. Iowa. No,
Iowa.
we're in Albert Lee, you idiot.
Albert Lee.
Minnesota.
I've been sleeping in the car.
And me, I'm an idiot.
What?
Let me get my hair good before you vlog.
Okay, dude. Are you good
Dude,
now?
don't vlog me before
Dude,
I've done my
dude,
makeup. My hair person's come over.
This won't be released, I promise.
I never thought